day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to day 2 of the Beach Volleyball Youth Games Region 5. We're still here at DTS, and we have just witnessed our first game of the day, which was between Zimbabwe and South Africa, and Zimbabwe taking the game by 2-0, and they have dominated. From yesterday they've won their games, and today they are still going with the winning spirit. So our next game is going to be between Botswana and Zimbabwe, still main. And then on the other side of the court, we're going to witness Botswana versus Malawi females. And before that game, we have witnessed Namibia versus South Africa, and Namibia won the game 2-0 females. We are still here at DTS Beach Volleyball Arena, and we are expecting everyone to be here today to witness these games that are so electrifying. And talent is still here. We're just waiting for the official toss from the referees, an official handshake for the game to start. With Botswana, we have number 1 called Bright and number 2 Stanley. And Zimbabwe, we have Sango. Sango is actually a smart player. He dominated the game of Namibia yesterday, so he's one of the players to look up for, number 1. And number 2, we have Matibini, also one of a strong attacker and good swing. On the referees, we're going to have Mofokengi Choto from Lesotho, and Ronaldo Madede from Mozambique. Those are going to be the officials, and they are already taking up their place for the game to commence and for us to start playing.
Of today's matches, in court 1, we've got the ladies match, Botswana versus Malawi. Our first referee is Andina Kashita from Namibia. Welcome, ma'am. And our second referee is Libert Manwa from Zimbabwe. Welcome, sir. Team Botswana, number 1 is Yauna O. Number 1 from Botswana, please walk onto the picture. And number 2 is, I always get this wrong, but today I will just give it Rese. Well done, Rese, thank you very much. And Team Malawi, we have Ngulube T as number 1 from Team Malawi, and number 2 is Lengani M from Malawi, ladies and gentlemen. Now, coming to the men's court, which is happening in court 2, Botswana versus Zimbabwe. Our first referee is Mr. Mafokeni Toto. Thank you very much, sir. And our second referee is Mr. Reginald Madede from Mozambique.
The players and the officials for the game to commence. Everybody's excited, and everybody today really have to put up their A game because of the games of yesterday. So they have to make sure that they get on the winning spirit, as Botswana yesterday also suffered 2 defeats. So it means today they really have to put their socks up, and they are going up upon Sango and Matibini. Really also strong players and strong opponents. They really had to go back to the drawing board and make sure they have studied on how the Zimbabwean team plays. The game is about to start, and number 1, Sango, is on the serve. He has a good floater serve, and today is not really that windy, so it's not going to be as yesterday, but he does have a good floater serve. Zimbabwe on the serve, with number 1 starting to serve. Oh, ace serve already. Number 1 to number 1. Serve to Bright. And Bright still can't get it right. Good pass. Oh, good drive right in. And Bright makes a point for himself there to make sure Sango does not make more than 2 or 3 points on service. And that's how they actually won last time, because he always makes a lot of points. Bright on the serve for Botswana. Second attack, and it's right in. Like I've said, Sango is such a strategic player. His only points that he wants, he's making sure he gets that. Mabini on the serve. Good receive. Good drive there. Back. Good drive there by Sango. Good one. And it's blocked back. And point goes to Zimbabwe. Matibini on the serve and serves in the net. Giving number 2 of Botswana on the serve, Stanley. And Zimbabwe actually is not really playing 3 balls. They're playing 2 balls to make the points go faster. And I feel like that's their new strategy for today, as I haven't seen them really play 3 balls. They play 2, so the opponent does not expect it. And it's working. Good drive out there by Bright. The switch sides already as in favor of Zimbabwe. And keeping it there is Sango on the serve for Zimbabwe. Botswana really have to do some magic here and really have to get back in the game, because they really need this win, and it's a must win for them to be back in the game. Sango serving. Short server received back, and Sango puts it back there up. Right over Bright. Short player, but jumps so high and has such a big mind there. Back again. Bright still. Now they're all at the net, and he just realized they're all at the net. He just puts it over Bright, and Bright is failing to receive. He keeps receiving the ball back to Sango, and Sango just keeps on making points. Okay, better receive there from, and in payback there. He said, "You do me, I do you." Beautiful right over Mativini. Beautiful. Another second attack from Sango. He keeps making points with the second attack. And one thing is, Botswana should know that they shouldn't pass the ball at Madini, because then he's giving chance to Sango to make second attack. Number 2 of Zimbabwe haven't saved the ball over. Stanley on the serve for Botswana. Good serve, and they're still serving at Sango. Sango is a dangerous player. They really have to change their strategy here, because if they keep serving at Sango, Sango keeps making the points. Still a reception error there by Bright. As you know, in beach volleyball, it's a slow game, so the passes really don't need to be too high and don't need to be too fast, because there's wind also. So if it gets too high, the ball gets disturbed by the wind. So it's a slow game. But with this, Bright keeps passing the ball fast, and the wind keeps pushing the ball over back to the Zimbabwean side, and Sango and the partner just receives and make an easy point on that. They've called a timeout. It's a technical timeout. So this Botswanan coach you can really see he's trying to tell them that why do you keep serving at the number one? And they are blocking, so you just have to put the ball over them. At least that's what I think he's telling his players. On the other side of the court, we have seen Malawi is dominating Botswana there at the female side, and the crowd is going crazy as Malawi and Namibia have gotten together to support the Malawians, and they keep dominating the game. We're back with Sango still on the serve for for Zimbabwe. Good floater serve there. Better receive from Bright. Drive out. And Bright just keeps making errors. And Sango just keeps targeting Bright. He's not changing any time to another player. He wants points. Right. He tried to put it over number 2, the blocker, but the blocker timed the ball and blocked it back. Serve again there by Sango to Bright. Oh, good hit there, good swing. Bright this time makes sure that the ball is in. Oh, short serve then, hits it back. Really continues. Sango hits it and received by number 2. But 2 tries hitting it and get blocked by Matibini of Zimbabwe. I feel like Botswana really have to go harder than that, because now there's a high block there, the net, so they really have to go harder instead of trying to just place the ball. Matibini with another serve error. Stanley on the serve for Botswana. Good floater serve, and it's out. Sango back on the serve. Changes this time. He's no more targeting Bright. He changed to number 2, and Stanley wasn't ready for that serve as he expected Sango to serve to Bright. That's a timeout there by Botswana, just to restructure and break the service of Sango. Good. You keep it cool. Botswana really have to come back in and pull their socks up for this game and really change on how they should approach the Zimbabwean team. Sango still on the serve. Receive the Botswana, try to keep the momentum, then Good block reached there, but the net. Bright caught the net, so it's good serve there by Sango again. Swing by Bright. And received back there. Good cover there by Stanley. And Sango still just placed it and uses the last hand of Bright. Oh, good play then. And Matibini not expecting it. He thought thought that the point is over, but Stanley runs and brings it back. Go there. Another play then, another play by Sango. He just plays back there now. Bright was trying to give a good play. Oh, cut there again, and Sango just keeps using the last hand of Bright and gets a block out there. Ooh. Service error by Mathivini. As today he hasn't really served over. He has been servicing it in the net, and Stanley on the serve for Botswana. Set there by. It's a point, set point for Zimbabwe. Set point 8. And they are just really cruising over Botswana. Pressure. What pressure? Serve the floater, and it's an ace serve from Sango. And that's how you finish a set smoothly, with Zimbabwe taking this set 21-8, 21-9. They have played such a good game. And with that, we have come to the end of the first set. We have come to the end of the first set, so we are going to wait for the second set. Stay tuned, and let's come watch the actions in the second set.
It is the Region 5 Youth Games 2024. We're excited for you to join us in the land of the brave, Windhoek, Namibia. We're also excited for you to join us on the socials, and we have 3 main hashtags for these games. And I've got my chairman here, as well as my general manager, to share with us the hashtags. Hashtag
Own the Moment.
and hashtag,
I am Region 5.
and it is hashtag More Than Games. We're excited. Join us on our socials. Join us, share your videos with us, and walk this journey with us. It is Region 5 Youth Games 2024. See you there.
We're back with the second set here, with Zimbabwe taking the first set 21-9, and we're back. Bright on the serve for Botswana. Maybe they have re-strategized and it's good. As we've seen now, number 2 is actually the one blocking, no more Bright, and he just got a master block there. So this is the strategies we're talking about. Good drive there. Cut, they're playing much better. Ooh, hit right there, right in the corner by Sango. And he was saying this is more than a game. This is more than games. This is hashtag on the moment. These are the Region 5. Beautiful cut there by Bright, right in the corner. Stanley for Botswana on the serve. And it's serve error, and these are the minimum small mistakes that you would not want to keep doing because you're already under pressure. You have to win the set, so the consistency really have to be in here. Bright on the service. Ooh, in. Because there was no communication between Sango and Matabini about who's going to take the middle ball. And it hit right in the middle of them. Another serve error there. Sango on the serve. Ooh, and serve error there. Back to Sango. And Matabini passed it out as he wanted to set the ball for Sango, but denied by the size of the court. Stanley on the serve for Botswana. It's a touch. Then Sango just keeps using Bright's hands as he's using the last hand and keeps making points for them. Mathibini of Zimbabwe on the serve. Serves right to Bright. Good set there. Good swing. Good defense by Sango. Another swing, but defended again. Sango bangs it back in and gets a point. From defense to making a point, that's a beautiful game. Beautiful there right now, and you could see that he really is always at the right place and right time with the ball. Another monster block there by Mathibini. Such a high block reach. And Botswana still struggling here to break the service of Mathibini. Oh, a serve right in the middle of the two players. Still, like I said, the beach volleyball is it's a game of communication. You always have to tell one another who's taking the middle and who's taking out, for you to know a hit error there by Bright right in the net. But Zimbabwe take lead of 2 points. Botswana started the game so well, but now they are serve error there. So the scores now is 6-8 in favor of Zimbabwe. Bright on the service. Have to wait for the whistle, as he said before the whistle. Bright on the serve there. Serves right with Mathibini, and Sango always makes them second at start. Oh, out ball. Try and place it right in the corner here, but the court. Good pass there. Ooh, too soft for Bright Days. I feel like they should really start playing long balls far from the net, because they keep playing balls that are close to the net and they keep blocking them. So I feel like the coach really have to change and say they should play the ball far. It's a timeout there by. It's a technical timeout. And the coach of Botswana there is telling them really that you should start playing long balls. As for the Zimbabwean coach, he's just telling them keep composure. Kapuno pressure. The back into the court. Botswana has such a good height. They have good height. Isn't it? Is it because they haven't really trained beach volleyball, or the players are probably just reintroduced now to beach? Cause you could see these are indoor players, and as for Zimbabwe, you can see it's players that really been playing beach for a while, and the experience there in the players of Zimbabwe are really there, and you could see the Botswanan team really it's starting to get tired. And the passes is a fast ball for. Good attack there by Sango. Hammers there. That's called a tindim. Right straight to Stanley of Botswana. Served by Sango again. Back. Brought back again, and it's giving back, and he just keeps giving to Sango, and Sango just keeps making points. Sango is really cooking here, as Bright really just can't really keep up with the pass and the service of Sango. Keeps making errors if the ball goes out or it keeps going back to the Zimbabwean. Switching side here, and Zimbabwe still has their lead with no pressure on it. The lead is just so smoothly, and they really have this game. They really have this game in control. Beautiful right there. The score is 15-6 in favor of Zimbabwe. They are really into this game with no pressure on it. They really have control of this. Bright really has to get his passes up. Shashi, go. Shashi, aye. Bright that dulu. Bright is not really passing. Stanley on the serve for Botswana. Good serve there. Good shot right over Bright. And I feel like if they just start serving at number 2 of Zimbabwe and withdraw from the net, because number 3 is not really a threat on the hit, they can still win this game. Good swing there, good drive, but it's out. As the court size of the beach volleyball and indoor is not the same. The beach volleyball is 8x8 and the one for indoor is 9x9, so it's a little bit smaller. Good swing there, beautiful by Bright. Where has it been? That's a good swing, and it's right in the corner of the Zimbabwean side. Scores now is 8-17. Oh, and then Bright serves into the net, removing the point that he has hit. (18-8). Blocked there by Matibini. And they kept it cool there. And Botswana, Zimbabwe, just getting this again at the same scores. Ooh, right in the corner of Sangwen. Is set game point here. Same points as the ones in the first set. And the one thing I like about the Zimbabwean team is that they are consistent on their service. They really make sure that the service is on point. Another ace serve then. And they finish. The game is over with Zimbabwe taking this set again. 21-8, as in the first set, 21-9.